There she is, boys. It looks so good. Sorry for the noise. My neighbor's doing construction on his house. Look at that. I cannot wait to get these things off-road. It looks so good. They barely fit in there, so here's the downside. We're gonna have to cut like quite a bit. This will have to get cut. Luckily, it doesn't really, it barely touches the frame back there on the driver's side. The other side's fine, but we'll have to cut the panel here. That piece will have to come off, and a hair of this piece will have to come off. So this other side, I'll have to cut that off up to here. Probably going to cut up to here and go straight around. Just cut this whole piece off. And see if that takes care of it. It has been rubbing a little bit right there already. We'll have to cut that. So a little bit of cutting to be done, but after that, she'll be good. Curious to see what the MPGs are, and I already know that the mile per hour speedometer is like 4 or 5 miles per hour off. I downloaded the app on my phone. I'm not sure if it's completely accurate, but it's probably pretty accurate. So if I was doing 40 on the app on my phone, the truck said I was doing 36. So that's already a little bit of a difference, which you expect when you have a much bigger tire than what came on the truck standard. So we're gonna get to cutting here soon. Gotta go ahead and marked up. We're gonna take that chunk out first and then work on the inner fender. So we're gonna go ahead and get it cutting. All right, so we got all that grinded up. We're about to grab the grinder and just smooth it out a little bit. But we did cut off another piece right there. Other than that, that's pretty much it. We're probably gonna put the screw back in, take off this amount of plastic, and then we'll see how that does. We'll turn the wheel back. Okay guys, we're all set. Everything's all trimmed up. Let me show you what all we had to do. So I had to cut about that much off in here, and the fender liner had to get cut around. Other than that, she looks good. I got the grinder out, grinded this down. This is all soft now. That's all soft. I did put the whole truck up on a cinder block and had this wheel on top of the cinder block to try to get up close to the fender as much as I could to make sure it was going to clear when it's tucked up in there. And as much as I could get it up there, it cleared just fine. I got about a half inch from the frame and about an inch or so from this piece here. That's really all I was comfortable cutting off. I don't really know what those are, or I mean, obviously they're part of the body, but I didn't want to cut off more than I absolutely had to. So we'll go from there, and we'll let it ride with that, and we'll see. Let me show you the pieces we cut. So this here is from the driver's side. Yeah, just like that. Cut that off. This was the passenger side. We cut that off. So a good chunk of metal. And then the panels of the fender liners, we just used some 10 snips and cut straight. Cut that off. And there's 2 small brackets that were used, I'm assuming, to hold in the fender liners, so we cut those off too. Other than that, it wasn't too terrible, but it was a good bit of work and a good bit of cutting. Like I said, that's about as far as I was comfortable cutting. So we'll see how that does. If we need to cut more, a little bit here and there, we can go from there, but I'd rather do the minimum first and then see. So, all right, like everywhere else in the country, it's super hot, so I'm gonna get inside. Here's some measurements you guys can take a look at if you're curious to know where the truck sits height-wise. Here are some measurements to give you a better idea. And we'll catch you guys next time. We'll be heading off road here soon. We're going to be going away for the weekend to a Rigs and Coffee event down in Tampa. So we'll be doing that. And then when we get back later next week, we'll take the truck back out and see how she does. See y'all later. All right, so for y'all have been asking, the bottom of the actual body is sitting right about 20 inches, 21 inches off the ground. And let's move on. I'll show you how far the sliders are sitting, and then we'll also do the front diff, which is the lowest hanging part of the truck. Okay, so from the bottom of the sliders here, we're right at 17 inches. And let's try the front diff. So here's the bottom of the front diff, the bracket that hangs the lowest. The diff's actually further up in there, but right about 14.5, 15. This is how the back sits. I think it'd be okay. That mud flat might get ripped off. I meant to tell him to take it off when I put the tires on, but I forgot all about it for the third time. So I think it'll be okay. We'll see. Also, let me know if you guys want these Goodyear Wrangler DuraTrack tires. If you guys want them, you're pretty close by to Ocala, Florida, make me an offer. We'll meet somewhere and you can have them. I'm not really picky about them. I'm gonna get rid of them. If I don't sell them within a month or so, I'm just gonna take them to the dump. So if you want them, make me an offer. Let me show you real quick what they look like. This here is probably the best one. Looks basically brand new. And then the other ones are a little bit more used. This is the worst one. This is the one that I rode on that I didn't have the alignment done. That was pretty worn down, but the other ones got plenty of tread on them. Somebody can use them for something, or if not, like I said, they're just gonna go in the garbage. So if you want them, let me know. But yeah, she looks really, really good. Very happy with it.